You reincarnated in a fantasy world, but when you go check your stats, everything seems to be really average, until you put your eyes on charisma, that is on 200 points. Story 1. As I wake, I hear moaning. Not the usual moans of agony I've become used to, punctuated with screams and gunfire. Soft, constant moaning. From all around me. It's pitch dark. My head is pounding. I lever myself up onto an elbow, and realize that I am no longer lying on blood-infused sand and volcanic ash of the Iwo Jima beach. Beneath me is stone. Had the mortar blast that knocked me out collapsed me into a cave? Had one of my fellow Marines dragged me to safety? I feel for the lighter in my combat pants pocket, and realize that I'm not wearing them anymore. Instead of the familiar heavy layer of cargo trouser, I am wearing something soft, skin-tight. Tights? I run my hand over my shirt. I feel ruffles, under a velvet pile jerkin. A jerkin? Command, simulation pause, I say. Nothing happens. I squeeze my fingers together, then let them explode outward into a spread hand. The menu comes up, but all the options that would take me out of the game are disabled. The moans float towards me, from all directions. I begin to feel a seed of panic. Okay, I say to myself. Okay. Command info panel. This time my command works as expected. A ball of light floats into existence in front of me, and then expands into a round, semi-transparent screen. Name, Sir Roger Dragon Thrust. Okay, I think to myself. I must have somehow switched to a different simulation. Fuck. It had taken me months to get to Iwo Jima. No shortcuts for me. I'd played the whole WW2 Pacific campaign, being bitten by bugs day after day as I'd suffered the nightly surprise attacks on Guadalcanal, feeling my feet rot in the constant rain on Peleliu during the goddamn Operation Stalemate saga. And now, just as I get to Iwo Jima, some glitch has taken me out of the campaign, and landed me in some goddamn Hobbit game. The moans are louder now. No, not louder. Just, more. A lot more. I check my bio settings. Pain is still set to full. Getting shot on a beach at full pain stung like a wasp sting. It's a hardcore way to play but a great incentive to take it seriously. I like realism, and if pain is anything, it's real. I glance at my stats. Average strength, I see. 8 dex, 9 intelligence, 7 wisdom, 200. I do a double take. 200 charisma? Now I know the game is broken. Charisma scores didn't go to 200. Charisma 9 meant you would occasionally get invited to a party. Charisma 18 meant that you could charm pretty much anyone, raise and lead an army. Charisma 19 meant that you were destined for president or supreme dictator. Charisma 200? What would that even do? It would be beyond charm. Beyond hero worship. People would have their personalities wiped away under the blaze of your personality. They would mindlessly follow you. Heck, at 200 they would probably try to physically devour you out of a titanic primal desire to be close to you. A glitch like this would probably turn the entire world into a mass of seething zombies, every one of them consumed by no thought except the thought of you. The moans are very loud now. Somewhere nearby, I hear a window break. Story 2. Hey, yeah, you're finally awake, spoke the old farmer. I found myself lying in a bag of hay, at the back of a drawn cart. My confusion was indescribable, but hey, at least I was comfortable. Found you lying drunk near the river, so I decided I should help ya, fella. Ah, so that's how I came into this world. It's probably because I died battling demons near the Styx in the last life. Oh, I responded politely, thanks mate. No problem. I'll be dropping you off near the trading post, we're near there. The trading post? Must be a good hub for some sweet item purchases. I checked myself to see if I had any gold on me. Unfortunately, I didn't. Maybe this guy had some to spare, he's probably willing to hand a few to help, right? The alpacas driving our cart turned a corner, and as they did I said, damn me, I must have lost all my money back there. Hey, man, you think you could help a fella out? I could use some coin to afford food and stuff. Oh, of course, he smiled. Alright, good start. Perhaps I could do what I did last time and use the trade glee. In fact, you can have my weekly earnings. I've enough for the family, to tell the truth. Will 500 gold work out for yet? 500? That's insanely good, but why? Why was he giving me his income for the week? I mean, yeah, I looked homeless in this rag and these dirty shoes and he might have wanted to help, but is he serious about this? A whole week? Maybe he's richer than he looks. I don't know. I gave him a very gracious thank you as he nods. When I dropped off at the trading post, the generous farmer waved me goodbye. 500, bless the man. The post was quite populous, and there were a lot of markets and stalls. There were a lot of wooden buildings and shanties for the poor, and at the center was what I assumed to be the governing center, probably for whoever owned the post. Maybe a trade charter, maybe a nearby kingdom, who knows. Alright, I should rest. It's time to check my stats. I probably should have done that earlier, but, I was confused. I appeared to have some good combat skills, and decent constitution. Low wisdom was a bummer, but it shouldn't be too bad. I also had an agility boost, a martial background, a couple empty bottles and 200 charisma. 200 charisma. Was this a glitch in reality? Maybe the numbers loaded up wrong. There's no way that's even possible, is it? Am I reading this wrong or what? Maybe it's 20? That should be overpowered enough. But, then, the farmer. And his sudden generous 200 charisma. I should try this out. Over by the water tower, I saw a swordsman practicing with a pretty nifty blade. I should probably pick up a weapon while I'm here. As he danced, steel in hand, aiming and stabbing, I walked over to him, looking intrigued. Is that a rare blade? It looks so beautiful. Thank you, friend. It was forged in the fires of Gondothil, and made from the iron in the blood of my enemies. It is one of a kind. A most beautiful blade. He looked at it, beaming with pride. This would never work. May I have it? It was so ridiculously simple, it shouldn't work, right? Oh, you want it? The swordsman had a bewildered face on, and he stared at me in disbelief. I knew this was a glitch. I knew this was too good to be. Oh okay, yeah, sure, you can, I guess. The man seemed to be broken, wildly twitching as he tried to grasp himself, probably wondering why he's giving out his best weapon. He gracefully handed it over, and I stepped away. He didn't follow. Was the sword just mine now? No, I can't believe this. I need to try something else. I found a shop owner selling fine clothes next to an inn. I needed a better fit if I was to be questing here. Hello there. I greeted. Can I take a look at those? Sure. See anything you like? Such smooth fabrics and nice colors. I definitely want one of these. Could I have this one? The one with the red trimmings. The shop owner nodded. Just 80 coin, darling, she said. Okay, let's test this again. Oh, yikes, sorry ma'am. I'm quite the poor fella, and I can't really afford much. You see, I'd saved up just for this, but it seems I don't have enough. Could you, lower the price a bit? For me? Oh, wow, even I was moved by my own acting. She put her hand over her mouth, and gasped. Poor thing. Here, have it for free. I can even give you some extra clothes, if you need. This one has purple dye, a rarity. How about this one? It has the color of gold. All for just 5 coin. I stood back in momentary shock, but then I nodded and gave her a thank you, with tears rolling down my face. 5 coin. 5 coin. I've filled up a third of my current inventory with just 5 coin. Fine, world. I accept it. 200 charisma. No glitches, no errors. I am genuinely that good. 200. What could a man do with such high charisma? I checked my clothes, and my sword. I pondered and wondered, until I saw a squad of soldiers walk by with freshly collected taxes. Taxes, this may be slightly illegal, but what is the law to a man like me? I sought out a nearby house, looking for the right target, and barged through the door. Excuse me? Yelled what I presumed to be the wife of this household. By the decree of His Highness, a new tax has been imposed on trade posts across the realm, and must be paid immediately. I have come to collect said taxes. Your due, citizens, are 50 per person. Oh, the woman realized, and began digging through her money. She called out for her husband, and he showed up as well. When all was said and done, I'd received 100 new coin. I thanked the two for their loyalty to the realm and walked off. Outside the door, 3 guards awaited me, spears in hand. Who do you think you are? One spoke. People can't just be out here kicking doors open. That's disturbance of the peace, mister. Must we arrest another one of you messy lot? Ah, authorities. The perfect final test for my charisma. Sir, I am the tax collector assigned to this area, and I will let you know I feel very threatened that the local authority has met me with force while I do my job. It is my duty to collect the taxes due to His Highness, our liege, and so help me I will do my duty. I have direct contact with His Highness, and it would be a shame if I were to be arrested here. The guards were dumbfounded. They lowered their polearms, and began to apologize, praying to me that I do not tell this to anyone. No worries, I am a merciful man. Though, if you really are to be forgiven, I ask of you a favor. Anything you need, sir. Bring me to the head of this post. I have important messages from His Highness. They agreed almost the moment I stopped speaking, and formed an escort to lead me to the central building. Now this was true power. I had the charm, the confidence, and the acting. I was unstoppable. I was too much for this world to bear. Whoever they're taking me to, they must cower in fear. This charisma has given me a lot of ideas. A lot of them involve power and wealth. And taking control of a money-making hub? I think you know where this one's headed. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more, YouTube thinks you might like these videos.